know, normally I don't get into the whole fancy versions of consoles thing, you know, like when they do different colors and oh, now they're see-through. I don't get into that. I like uniformity. I like the original, partly because I'm sort of a fascist in that way. Everything should be uniform. That's a slippery slope. But I'll tell you what though. I'll be damned if this isn't the most adorable N64 of all time. Look at this thing. Just look at it. Tell me you don't want to play games on this, and I'll tell you you're a goddamn liar. Anyway, what's up, guys? This is Derek from Classic Game Room. Derek the fascist, Derek the great, Derek the unholy. And I'm here with your programming update for the weekend. And what a weird one I have today. You know, if you guys know TJ, he reviews a lot of games that I just don't know what they are or how to pronounce them, because he's, you know, TJ's a weird guy, and he, you know, he's really into, like, you know, Japan and weird things, and I don't know. He's got a whole weekend of coverage lined up that he wanted me to tell you about. I'm gonna do my best, but I can't promise anything. I can't pronounce other games that he plays, and these are even worse. Wait, oh. I'll tell you what though, let's start easy. Let's start with my review. Today I have a review up. It's over on the website right now, classicgameroom.com. It's CABELA'S Big Game Hunter Pro Hunts for the Xbox 360. You can watch my review of that game right now. You can watch me shoot deer in the heart right now on classicgameroom.com. Okay, TJ's got a review of a game called Downtown Nekketsu KOUSHIN KYOKU SOREYUKE DAIUNDOUKAI for the Famicom. Downtown Nekketsu KOUSHIN KYOKU SOREYUKE DAIUNDOUKAI. He left a note. It says, tell Derek to pitch a weekend of Kunio-kun in the promos, because he has some Kunio-kun games lined up for the weekend. So maybe that's one of his Kunio-kun games. He's got a whole weekend of, you know, I think he was telling me earlier, sometimes I don't listen when people talk to me, but he was talking about a Kunio-kun game that's like Super Dodgeball only with hockey. So I don't know if that's what that is, or if there are multiple Kunio-kun games. Downtown Nekketsu KOUSHIN KYOKU SOREYUKE DAIUNDOUKAI. Dookie is, yeah, Dookie's more like it. So those are the reviews that are up right now, today, on ClassicGameRoom.com. Tomorrow's another story. Tomorrow, I've got a review of The Wolf Among Us Episode 2. Episode 3 just came out, and I was all excited, and I realized, holy crap, I forgot to review Episode 2. So, I've got Episode 3, that's coming probably later, maybe next week or something. But in the meantime, Episode 2, we'll catch you up on you know, what I've missed. Tomorrow on ClassicGameRoom.com, The Wolf Among Us, Episode 2. And TJ's Kunio-kun weekend continues with Nekketsu Kakuto Densetsu. Nekketsu Kakuto Densetsu. What? Oh, by the way, our friend Adam, who works down the hall, sometimes we let him out to get fresh air, and to make a video game review. He's gonna have a review on Saturday as well. And actually a pretty big game, Dark Souls 2 for the PS3. He's the only one of us that's any good at it, so he's gonna review it on Saturday on ClassicGameRoom.com, so don't miss that either. All kind of good stuff this weekend. You got Adam's involved. Actually, I gotta see him, make sure he's back in his cage, because when he gets loose, the juice is loose. And then on Sunday, TJ has another game that he's reviewing. It's called Nekketsu Hakibu Sabute Korondi Dairantu. I'm not, you know what? Fuck you guys, and fuck him. I'm not reading that again. I've already made enough fool of myself in these videos. I'm not gonna be subjected to reading words that he's deliberately planned for me to read that I don't know how to read. I'm not doing it anymore. Nekketsu Hakibu Sabute Koronde Dairantu. That's Sunday. I have a game called Beyond Oasis. Look at that! How easy was that? Beyond Oasis. Beyond Oasis. 5 syllables. That's 5 syllables. That's one hand's worth of syllables. To read TJ's game, I need freaking an octopus hands. I need octopus syllables. Well, since I'm incoherently angry, and sort of hungry too, you know, we might as well solve one of those problems. Let's go over to the forums, and I'll answer some of your questions. Maybe that'll cheer me up. Hopefully I can pronounce your damn questions. Just play English video games. Japan, there are plenty of people in Japan playing Japanese video games. We don't need to contribute to that. You know, let them have their games. Just, like, be proud to be an American. Obviously, you know, maybe TJ's never read the Constitution, but I have. And let me tell you something, I have a print of the Constitution on my bed sheets. I sleep with it every night. Because I'm proud of who I am. Maybe he's not, I don't know. Ike Kensetsu, I'm gonna answer some questions. Today's first question comes from Truxton for Life. He wants to know what my favorite Metallica album is. Well, that's a good question. It's pretty simple actually. My favorite Metallica album is Master of Puppets. Ride the Lightning is a close second. I love the first 5 Metallica albums. I mean, they're just Metallica. Apart from Black Sabbath, who their first 6 albums were godly, I can't think of a band that released that many albums in a row that were just perfect metal albums than Metallica. Their first 5 are just godly, perfect. I mean, there's maybe 1 boring song, maybe 2 on their first 5 albums, maybe 3. Point is, there's not many. And anyway, my favorite's Master of Puppets, though. Our friend Snack Eater wants to know who my favorite game developer is. Well, that's another easy question. That's Nintendo. They've made the most games that really speak to me, you know, personally, that have touched me in a legal way. You know, I grew up with Nintendo games. They were my first exposure to video games, and I still think they're the best at what they do when they do it well. You know, when Nintendo's on, no one can touch Nintendo. But as far as other favorites of mine, there was a point in time when Capcom was like neck and neck with Nintendo during the NES days and even the Super NES days. Capcom was, I just worshipped the ground that they walked on. Not so much anymore. That's not, and hey, it's not me, Capcom, it's you. It's not me, it's you. Usually it's not you, it's me, but I'm flipping it because guess what? What have you done with Mega Man? How dare you? Why don't you sell Mega Man to Nintendo? That's what you should do. Nintendo's got me more excited about Mega Man than you have in a long, long time. So there's that. I also really like Telltale Games. Playing The Wolf Among Us recently really illustrated to me how good those guys are at what they do. I'm gonna throw Telltale in there too, and Way Forward. Those are some of my current favorites. All-time favorites, Nintendo and like 80s, early 90s Capcom. Current favorites, Nintendo and, you know, like Telltale Games and Way Forward. Yeah, those are good developers. Anyway, I've got some more reviews to do, so I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And seriously, we do have some really cool stuff coming this weekend. I've got The Wolf Among Us Episode 2 tomorrow. TJ's got, like I said, that whole week of Kunio-kun games that I can't pronounce, including the hockey one. I don't know which one was the hockey one. Probably the one that had Hockey Bu de Netsenku in the title or whatever. So yeah, a really cool weekend over at Classic Game Room from your pals at CGR Undertow. Mark will have cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff going up this weekend over at the website. So we'll see you over there. We'll see you in the forums, and you know, we'll talk to you. I'll talk to you Monday. Hopefully you have a good weekend. Also, rest in peace, warrior. Your spirit will live forever, like you said. How did he do that? Oh, that might be the hardest thing in his repertoire. Seriously, rest in peace, warrior.